Hey chat, how are you? Moans. So there I am, coming home. I'm driving along, turn into our little cul-de-sac / court thingy. Although technically it's not a cul-de-sac because we live in a condominium complex and we don't live in a single family home, which my mom bemoans and decries every single day. But I turn into our little cul-de-sac / court thingy, and then I hear pew, 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 pew. And I'm like, what the heck? And I see a couple kids on their bikes, and one is holding a toy gun. And I was like, okay. We got into an old-fashioned stare down. They didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. And I park in our garage and close the door. And I'm like, should I say something? I don't want to be that guy. But then I had a turn, a change of heart, a change of mind. And I said, I want to be that guy. I am that guy. I'm definitely going to say something. So I get out my car, walk out our front door, approach them much like Steve Buscemi. How do you do, fellow kids? All I needed was a skateboard and a backwards baseball cap. And I'm like, let me take a look at that. Let me take a closer look-see. Let me take a gander at your gat, as the rapper said in the 90s. It's a plastic toy gun. It's not black, so it won't be mistaken for a real gun. It's orange and yellow or whatever. But on top of the toy gun, there's this huge chamber of these tiny little balls. They look like Boba balls, more like Boba Bullets. And I said, hey there, fellers, do these hurt if they hit you? And one of them said, not really. And I was like, okay, that's really reassuring. So I said, listen here, young bucks, gather around now, gather around. Shoot at the berm. Aim for the hillside, not the street, where an old lady could be walking, or someone could be walking their dog, or a handsome guy who lifts could be driving home with his driver's side window down, bumping Steve Winwood. Just be careful. And they were like, okay. Oh, it really rung true. It really did. So the other day we're hanging out, yapping, and Lennox goes, I want a volleyball. And I said, you don't have a net. And he replies with the classic Lennox retort, so? Only a teenager can make you feel so useless, pointless, and frankly, dumb. But we started talking, chatting. He's at school. He's been boinking around a volleyball with his friends. And so really he just wants a lightweight ball that is hecka bouncy. I was like, all right, well, I can make this happen. So I hop on Jeff Bezos's blog / website / Substack to buy a volleyball. Spalding, Wilson, no. Abaji, Abaji. They do good work. It's purple, which Len was okay with. I made sure ahead of time. I was like, you okay with the purple volleyball? He said, yeah. I was like, all right. He doesn't mind purple. He doesn't mind pink, just like me. He good schooling on that kid. I taught him well. $13. Showed up the next day. I showed him how to inflate it with the needle and the pump and whatnot. And lo and behold, the other day we walked by the park, and there goes Lennox, Lincoln Wynn, and John Y. bouncing that gosh dang ball every which way but loose. And they were out there for a couple hours. I was like, wow, I guess he really wanted a volleyball, and he's really playing with it, and he's really using it. Crazy, mind-blowing stuff. Fun fact, my 7th grade science teacher, Mr. Bird, tall, lanky, ginger redhead, played volleyball. He wasn't like world class or anything, but he was really good. He was a good volleyball player. He played the stunt double for an actor named Anthony Edwards in the 1987 classic Top Gun. That's right. Those volleyball scenes, the far away wide shots, That's my science teacher, Mr. Bird. I know, it's crazy. Got that Jeremy Renner memoir biography thing where he writes about nearly dying in the snow from that snowcat thing. And I read everything up until that point. It was New Year's. There was a blizzard, and electricity went in and out, and they were snowed in. And him and his family only get together once a year, and it's a big deal. And yeah, they have no food, they have no Wi-Fi, and they're probably gonna perish, a la the Donner Party. But hey, we're having fun. We're with the people who mean the most to each other. And then I get to the accident and I'm like, whatever. Because however he writes about it and describes, and I know he has a co-writer, he has a ghostwriter, he has editors, but I'm still not going to visualize really what's going on. And honestly, video or it didn't happen, okay? Make a movie. We get it. You almost died. It was probably a sympathy play with the help of Kevin Feige helping you out. I read the Sheena Shea book. She's the gal in Vanderpump Rules, which I don't watch. Carolyn and I watched it for a little bit during Scandival, but after that, we were like, whatever, we gave up. And so I know the main players. I know Ariana, I know Tom Sandoval, etc., but I don't know most of the people. But it's a good, juicy kiss and tell, and I really enjoyed it. Loved it. Sheena Shea, check it out. Alrighty, I think I'm done. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace out. I'm outie. 5,000 G money. Gotta go late. See ya. Fiend.